This week, we are very happy to invite our new agent from Singapore, Mr. Sam Wong from ZUSE, to visit our headquarters and to discuss about the future business development with us. So welcome, Sam.
Thank you, Esther. It's my honor to be here.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the so-called arrangement. Visiting Conprofe, I think is a very nice experience for me.
Thank you. Thank you for the nice compliment.
Right.
And besides that, we want to know that you have a lot of options in choosing your partners. So what are the key factors that you eventually decided to work with us?
Well, in fact, I have been to many so-called our machine tool manufacturers, and I was very amazed by the so-called the showcase from Conprofe. And especially, I was very impressed with your sales team that is so well organized. And although they are very young, but I think they embrace a lot of so-called commitment to the company. And also, secondly, I would say that I have seen a very eye-opening products from Conprofe. Some of them seems normal, and they actually so-called content with lots of hard work from the company. And also very impressed by the R&D that you put in the resources, and I think that is very important and also very critical to put in the so-called successful so-called remark for the customers that I'm going to bring in. And then, well, I also think that there is a lot of potential that this so-called application know-how and technology could actually be brought into bigger so-called, I would say, areas of applications. Yeah.
It's very encouraging for us.
Well, you're most welcome.
So in this visit, we have shared with you a lot of application cases in different manufacturing sectors with our ultrasonic green solutions. And we understand that in the Malaysian, Singapore, and the whole Southeast Asian market, actually the environment is quite competitive. So where do you see our ultrasonic green solution could bring the unique benefits for you to develop your customers?
Okay, I think this is a very good question, and I was actually come in touch with the ultrasonic so-called application for a long time, obviously, but I actually haven't met a right one until I actually come across Conprofe, and then now I have the time to actually physically visit your company, and I witnessed that your ultrasonic so-called technology or application is somehow very innovative, and they embrace a lot of energy in terms of the potential end user that I'm going to bring about. And I certainly put a lot of expectation into that. And I believe these so-called state-of-the-art so-called technology can be put into great use. A specific area like aerospace engineering, like semiconductor engineering, as well as life science. And these are the very important so-called industrial segment that highly will be using state-of-the-art technology to make the product even excel further. That's my so-called expectation.
Among all the cases we share, which one do you think is the most impressive?
Well, if you ask me honestly, I see a lot of eye-opening application this time around, especially your ultrasonic application in the various composite material like quartz, like glass, and actually carbon fiber. And all these are very unique material that require out of the box for application. It's not something that can be done by traditional so-called processing. And this is something very attractive to me in order for me to actually present it across to my customer. And I certainly think that this is a dynamic energy that can so-called let me showcase the Conprofe so-called strength in terms, I would say, the tomorrow's so-called manufacturing world. Yeah.
I have to say that you have painted me a very good picture about very promising future in Singapore.
Right, that's correct.
When customers are making purchasing decisions, what kind of factors would they consider? And as our distributor, when you recommend products to your customers, what kind of advantages do you think that will make us your top choice?
Well, this is a good question too. In my contact of my so-called manufacturing customer, they are constantly faced with, I would say, challenges of tomorrow product, which actually will, a lot of time will have to think about what is the so-called the cost-effective process, and also the so-called efficiency and the productivity to control this, I would say, the delivery, lead time, and so on. So all aspect of it is all talking about accuracy. And these actually come with a very high demand from the manufacturers like yourself that make sure these products has already achieved such kind of so-called competence and I would say strength to deliver them. So I see that your company actually have the resources to make it happen. Yeah.
These 2 days, the training has been very intensive. Do you think that it is helpful for you to develop the market or the customers when you are back to Singapore?
Well, I would very so-called much looking forward to that, especially for my country in Singapore. I work a lot with my so-called Singapore's, I would say, agency that are highly promoting smart manufacturing. That's because we are a small country, but we embrace a lot of talent, especially talent from the overseas so-called to come into Southeast Asia. And Singapore is a very good platform. I really strongly encourage so-called Conprofe to look into that and to make it as a spring platform for your technology or your applications to actually spread across this region.
Your feedback is very helpful for us. Actually, it gives me some inspiration about the Singapore market. Mm-hmm. What I'm thinking right now is that we could set up kind of agency empowerment testing center, not just to show our products and technology in the Singapore market, but really to have quick response to the market demand. For example, we could have collaborative R&D, testing, and some prototyping so that you could have better support from us to develop customers.
Well, I think my customer will be more than happy to hear that from me, that from you. Exactly, this is what the protocol in Singapore, the customers are very highly so-called competent in terms of handling all the global project they have in hand. Especially, you know that Singapore is a center of outsourcing for this advanced manufacturing. So a lot of time, the responsiveness is very critical. And your company demonstrate a very direct support with the sort of resources that I gain confidence, and I would like to promote that, as soon as I get the endorsement from you that I can set it up in Singapore, and that really have a direct impact and to bring in quick business to our collaboration.
I have to see you have built up a lot of confidence in me about the future of the Singapore market. My last question to you was planned to ask you about the outlook or how you feel about our cooperation in the Singapore market for the future. But right now, I think you already answered very clearly, and I would like to describe our cooperation as promising in the future.
Yes,
if you
thank
agree.
you so much, Esther.
Yes, thank you so much for the interview.